Welcome back. A bipartisan group of lawmakers is in Taiwan this morning to meet with the newly inaugurated president who took office just days ago. But this visit also comes after China just finished 2 days of so-called punishment drills in the Taiwan Strait for what it described as separatist acts. NBC News will be the only American news organization with a camera for these upcoming meetings. Joining us live from Taipei on what we can expect from this trip is NBC News Capitol Hill correspondent Ryan Nobles. Ryan, good morning. Walk us through what we're going to see here. I understand Texas Representative Michael McCall is now making his second trip here. He has called this visit a, quote, deterrent. Walk us through what that means, what this meeting is going to cover, and what the hopes here are.
Yeah, Savannah, we already saw today this American delegation meet face-to-face with Taiwan's new president, who was just inaugurated a few days ago, and in his inaugural speech made it clear that Taiwan wants to continue what they enjoy here on this island, and that's a free, open and democratic governance, something that is much different than what you see on mainland China. But that is a problem. China believes that Taiwan is part of China. They strongly believe in a unification of this island with mainland China. But for many years, the residents of Taiwan have enjoyed a much different reality. And the United States views the somewhat independence that Taiwan has, their ability to self-govern, as an important part of global national security. And so we've seen the United States provide weapons and aid to Taiwan in a defense capacity to deter China from taking the provocative step of actually attacking and taking over the island. And the delegation that's here today believes that being here shows a strong symbol of support to Beijing, to China, to Xi Jinping, that the United States has Taiwan's back and that it would not be worth invading this island for their own gains. Savannah.
Yeah, Ryan, so the Chinese embassy had even warned the delegation not to come to Taiwan. They were saying it sends a gravely wrong signal. What will this do to the already tense relationship between the U.S. and China?
Yeah, there's two ways to look at this, Savannah, and there's no doubt that China wants the United States to believe that this is going to make the situation worse. They said in a statement the planned trip to Taiwan at this sensitive moment is a serious provocation and will definitely lead to the deterioration of the situation across the strait. China will take resolute response, and the consequences will be borne by the related Congress members. That could be an indication that they'll perhaps attempt to sanction some of these members. They've already done that with the Foreign Affairs Chairman, Mike McCall, who's leading this delegation because of a previous visit that he had here. But these members that are here today, the ones that I talked to, believe that being here and the fact that China is reacting so strongly is the best signal that this is having the impact that they desire, that China understands that the United States is closely aligned with Taiwan, that they believe and support their self-governance, and that will have them thinking twice before they take the step of an invasion, which could lead to much bigger problems down the road.
Ryan, ahead of this meeting with the new president, the Taiwanese military detected Chinese military aircraft and vessels operating around Taiwan. I mentioned that just a moment ago, after Congress also recently passed nearly $2 billion in military aid for Taiwan. Do you think that this leads to other provocations by China?
There's no doubt, if you look at the trend line, Savannah, that China has become more and more active in this region. In fact, we were looking at maps today that has showed the escalation of their military exercises. At one point, they were just reserved to the Taiwan Strait in between the island and the mainland. They are now doing operations that extend all the way around the island. So there's no doubt that they're ramping up these exercises. But it's interesting, when you talk to people that live here in Taiwan, they just brush it off. They act like it's not really that big of a deal, that it's just China flexing its muscles. They've been doing this for decades. They don't fear an imminent attack. Well, part of the reason why is because they believe that their government is doing everything it can to supply and create a strong military defense that would deter China from taking that step. But there is no doubt that China is still seeking to intimidate Taiwan to move closer to unification. At this point, what the Taiwanese people have told us time and time again during our time here, they just want status quo. They don't want things to change. Savannah?
All right, Ryan Nobles, thank you very much.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.